The man suspected of burning Parliament is expected to appear in court. Atule, a very good morning to you. What can we expect at court today?
Well, good morning, Lebo. I can confirm to you that the 49-year-old man who has been arrested, who is linked to the connection of the fire that broke up in Parliament on Sunday, is inside already in court. There was just a media scramble just now, people trying to get their permissions inside, to try to apply for permission to get inside court and maybe possibly to take pictures as well. So he'll be appearing before the magistrate. We'll hear the name of the magistrate and also some of the prosecutors that will be undertaking that case. We understand that he's facing charges of housebreaking, arson, theft, and also charged under the National Key Points Act. This was because the report that we got from the Hawks was that the man was seen jumping over the fence of the Parliament before making an entry through the back window inside the Parliament, and then was caught inside the Parliament with some possession which are suspected to be stolen from the Parliament. Hence, he was detained at the time and sent in for questioning. So he will be appearing here today inside this court. And Lebo, I want to tell you as well that we understand about the characteristics of the man that will be appearing here, but at this stage we cannot reveal. So after he has appeared before the magistrate, after he has pleaded, we'll be able to get the names, to get the ages, and also the background, and maybe who the man is, and possibly if there could be any linkage and also any motive behind that, because there's a lot of questions that have been around, as you rightly pointed out when we were speaking on your intro, that there were also concerns of electrical fault that could have been prevented there. There are concerns about the maintenance of some of the equipment inside Parliament. So the conversation now will be, especially after we come out of this court, will be about whether there was an electrical fault, whether there was an issue of maintenance of some of the equipment in Parliament, or maybe it was foul play. This is what we will find out when this man appears here in this court. Lebo, we understand that the fire was reignited again last night, causing extensive damage and flames inside the parliamentary precinct. Previously, we know that the old building, the roof had collapsed, but the structures still remained intact, and also the new assembly. Some of the parts were gutted, but others were still intact, such as the office of the speaker. But this is something that we will need to find out, as we understand that the fire which broke out again last night, as per information that we got from the Office of Security and Safety from J.P. Smith, was that there was extensive damage which happened again last night. If I can read it for you, Lebo. This information from J.P. Smith was that the fourth and the fifth floor were gutted as well of the new wing of the National Assembly. And also, it was gutted, Lebo. And also the wind was fanned by the strong southeasterly wind, which the firefighters were trying to extinguish. They were trying to douse off. So this is the information that came through. And also the firefighters were also trying to contain the fire, because we heard that the fire was fanning the fire towards the presidential offices of the president, the Danes, which is inside the course, beyond the gardens there. So the fire was moving towards the palm trees that are there, that are 10 meters before the office of the president. So they tried to douse off and also tried to water the vegetation in between the precinct and also the Danes, so that the fire could not move to that particular building as well. So you can imagine the extent this fire damage which could have caused yesterday, Lebo. So we'll be waiting to hear what will happen, what will transpire, and also try maybe to get you the details of the man who's at the center of this. But after this, the conversation about whether this was an electrical fault or whether this was a foul play.
And Atule, have you seen any members of Parliament that are attending the proceedings?
Well, I can categorically say, no, not really, because at this stage, if as I look into the characteristics of the man and the background of the man, at this stage, it doesn't look like he could be of interest to maybe the interest of the political parties and the members of parliament, and because they also have. That they have access to the footage of the man, because as we understand on that report that he was found around 2, he had gained entrance at around 2 a.m. inside the parliamentary precinct. So they are aware of what is happening there. So at this stage, we haven't seen anyone, and maybe from my own presumption, I don't think he could be of interest to them. But soon we will find out more, and then we'll bring you more up to speed after we get the permission to say all the details about the man that is inside here.
All right, Atule Joka, thank you so much. All right, that's all coming from Cape Town this morning. We'll give you wall-to-wall coverage of what is happening in our courts today.